most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old leads them through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Bowen. Navarone was climbing up the front leading as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say Sinka. I think it was him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers that have been with us for a long, long time, because tonight we are at number 800, our 800th broadcast of the season, of Infinity, of when we started, not the season, but when we started, all the way back in 2022 when we took over as SRW TV. Welcome to the round 7. We are here at Lime Rock, and the boys are going to be tearing it up right now. Qualifying has already started, so we quickly shoot out to the ladder and see where everyone's positioned so you can get a bit of a scope on where the action's going to be in the field. As we go to the AMs, we've got Scotty Weston from EWT sitting on 705 points, 65 points clear of Thomas Sonny Cena, a newcomer to the V8 Supercars from SLM Motorsports. In third place, Di Fieldman from Performance Sim Racing got some critical points last week, 80 points behind, but you never know because there's lots of points up for grab tonight and the other 3 rounds coming as well. Craig Healy from EWT is in 4th place. Marty Hughes, Pacific Esports Racing, 5th. Adam Mueller, Pacific Esports Racing, is in 6th. Chris Tomlin, LCR Esport, in 7th. Andrew Cowan from Performance Sim Racing in 8th. Down Hetherington, Pacific Esports Racing, in 9th. And Jacob McIntyre, Sim Racing Brotherhood, in 10th. Followed by Shane Newens, Leon Amos, Stevie Daniels Jr. and Brady Anderson. Let's bring up the Pro-Ams and see how the boys have been battling it out there. A very, very close battle for the title. Jacob Trainer from the Sim Racing Brotherhood got some critical points last round. He's on 760 and he's trailing Daniel Clutterbuck from EWT by 3 points. A further 93 points behind is Mitchie Noble from Sim Racing Brotherhood. So the battle is going to be on between Trainer and Clutterbuck for the Pro-Am title. But we still have 2 more rounds after this one to go. So some critical points that can be up for grabs. It's still anyone's game. Mitchie Noble in 3rd from Sim Race Brotherhood. Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing in 4th. Brett Taylor from EWT Racing in 5th. Peter Pavlovich, Pacific Esports Racing, in 6th. Jaron Wickman, Syndicate Racing, in 7th. James Doyle from Koala Cartel in 8th. Ben O'Connell from the Syndicate Racing in 9th. And Peter Sattler from the Angry Birds in 10th. Then we're followed by Josh Nowak, Jordan Eitler, Callum Hodgkinson, Sam Cullen, and Hayden Cupid. Now let's go to the pointy end of the field. The pros that have been battling it out for such a long time. And we have teammates all the way across the top 3. And it has been a tough battle out there. Ryan Mueller from Pacific Esports Racing has got the top spot with 931 points. His teammate Dylan Gray is 14 points behind him. Blake Urquhart a further 100 points. Brandon Lemon from Team SRW is the outcast in the top 5. He has got himself 29 points behind Blake Urquhart. Then followed by Jonathan Gallup, Pacific Esports Racing, James Scott, Chiefs Esports. 7th, Stevie Banks, Pacific Esports Racing, Phil Manuel in 8th place. Jax Nova from JR Racing in 9th. Ryan Nielsen, Banter Alliance Racing, in 10th. Craig Schultz, 9-5 Sim Sports Racing is in 11th. Luke Speck, Sideways Esports, in 12th. And Joel Ustenval, 266 Sim Racing, in 13th place. Let's bring it down to the track with 6 minutes left. Tonight, ladies and gents, we are in a super sprint. The last one you'll see for them in Season 3. And you can see right now the times are already been Scott then. But Mr. Watson, welcome to the room. We're at Lime Rock. I've no idea how far away that is from your hometown, mate. But it looks like it's up in the hills and far away from the sunny.
In the northeastern corner of the country, right there next to New York and Maryland and so on and so forth. But yeah, I am absolutely thrilled to be here. Lime Rock is a very small road course, a very simple layout, but man, this place is amazing. It is so much fun, and it is one of the most historic tracks in the country. There is just hardly anything bad you can say about Lime Rock Park. It's just a phenomenal track to race. It's not always the best track for actual racing, though, I will say. That's why I'm really glad we're doing a super sprint, because I've been in many a race at this place, and yeah, passing typically doesn't happen a whole heck of a lot. So having the super sprint to help kind of break things up and switch things up, that's really good to see. And I think because of that, it'll put on a really good night of racing here.
Well, I hope you agree, mate. I was about to say, is this we and Hillbilly Terry, the straw hats and the straw sticking out the mouth, and just wearing a pair of overalls? But I'd gather it's just up the northern part of the US on the east coast, so a little bit more civilized, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really be any farther away from that. Being in Connecticut, it is very much not. It's hills, but it's very much not hillbilly. I can assure you of that.
So we'll be hunting for moonshine left, right, and centre in that sort of area.
Yeah, no moonshine to be found on these premises.
Yes. Well, as typical, I start the night off right off key and right off kilter and totally off topic. But the boys out there have got a few minutes left before the Super Sprint hits us. So there is. And the funny thing is that James Scott's come back and it's absolutely a super sprint round, so he's going to be cursing. He's stuck away for the good ones and he's brought himself back for a bit of torture. But he is actually leading out the times at the moment with a 50.471. Ryan Mueller, 50.9593. Dylan Gray, 6.54 behind. Urquhart, 8.96. And then Brandon 11 is the outcast again, 50.89. Jax Nova's got himself impressive time. Troy Dooley, mate, he's up there again with some critical times up there and getting some good pace out of the car, which is good to see. Johnny Gallen in 8th and Mitchy Noble 9th and Dion Hetherington bringing it up for the AMs. So we're first time for a while we've had Pro-Ams and AM within the top 10.
Yeah, it's a really interesting battle there with the Pro-Ams, like you said. Troy Dooley not being that far off. As you can see, this is, if you didn't believe that this was a small track before, you really see how short this track is looking at the lap times. Only 50 seconds for a V8 supercar to get around this track. That shows you how short it is. It is only a mile and a half. Like, Pocono Raceway is longer than this track, and this is a road course, so it's definitely a unique type of racing when you get into Lime Rock. So you see a little bit of a battle there off pit exit. The pit entrance and pit exit aren't the easiest places, so that's also a good thing on why we're doing a super sprint, because yeah, pit stops is not easy. This is kind of I want to say a bit of a dangerous pit into at some point. It's not the easiest to get on, and if you spin, you're kind of heading straight for the brake in the wall to get onto pit road. There's actually a kind of scary video of Joseph Newgarden back in his junior Formula days of looping it right there at the final corner downhill and kind of spinning straight into pit road entry.
Yeah, some of these tracks have got some critical points in it. And it's not too much different, the sort of acute angle you got to enter it in, just like Long Beach as well. You're in a tough part of the track and all of a sudden you just got to whip it in. So it's going to be interesting. This bottom hill bit where Brandon Levin's just sliding off is a nice little entry into the pit, man. That was almost Dukes of Hazzard style. Lovely bit of work there.
Yeah, thank you for proving my point right there, Brandon.
Yep. Oh, someone else has just hit the wall. Looks like it's one of... I think that was Clutterbuck. No, Peter Pav. Peter Pav just ripped the front end of his car as well. We've got 4 seconds left in the qualies, ladies and gents. And then get yourselves ready. Get some popcorn out. We are up for a super sprint. And I'll tell you what, 800th show, super sprint. I do love myself some racing, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. We will celebrate in some way, shape, or form in the next coming weeks. We've got a few things to take care of in the background, but... look out for some special stuff that we're going to do celebrating our 800 shows. Ladies and gents, here it is. This is how they finished up. This is the qualifying. James Scott's got it out there by 50.471 for a lap. Ryan Mueller got himself in second place with 1/10 behind him. Dylan Gray, a further 10th behind him, and 2/10 of that is Brandon Levin in 4th. Blake Kirkhart in 5th, Troy Dooley 6th, Jax Nova 7th, Jacob Trainer from the Brotherhood in 8th, Johnny Gallen from the Pacific Esports Racing Team in 9th, and Mitchie Noble from the Brotherhood in 10th. We've got in the 6th row, we've got Dion Heverington beside Peter Pavlovich, Pacific Esports, both teammates in there. And then in the 7th row, Daniel Clutterbuck from EWT beside his teammate, Scotty Weston from the EWT team. In the 8th row, Adam Mueller from Pacific Esports Racing is beside Marty Hughes' teammates again. And then Di Feldman, the lone performance sim racing driver out there tonight in the 8th row beside Peter Sattler from the Angry Birds. In the 10th row, Craig Healy from EWT is beside Thomas Sunny Cena, the SLM Motorsports team member in the 10th row, fighting it out. Then we got downstairs, we've got one more there. We've got Chrissy Tomlin out there from the LCR Esports team. And downstairs, we've got the race director, Tyson McAvoy, race steward, Manny Cochran. All right, we're getting ready. My hands are rubbing together. Getting the goosebumps as usual. I'll have my camera on. I think I'll just put it on Miss Feldman and see how she comes around this amazing Lime Rock. I think the numbers are perfect for Lime Rock tonight. It's an early show tonight, ladies and gents, so some of our drivers could not get in because once quality time has started, which is 7:30, it's pretty much you can't access the server. So a few boys will be missing out tonight because some of them are like me, they're dads. They go out and they've got to get in there in the last minute, but the show will be hot all the way through. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of pelicans out there too. So hopefully there's a few species out there that will chop them up a little bit here and there. But we are at a freshly mown Lime Rock in a sunny, warm and green part of the US of A. For those of you who do like your football, the real game, the real soccer football, we are in the World Cup mode soon this weekend, and I believe we'll be in the US of A for some of that too. Mr. Watson's dead quiet about that. He probably doesn't like soccer at all.
Oh, I do, just not the World Cup.
Or are they going to call it? We're waiting. Ready? The lights are about to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship Super Sprint Round. Green flag has dropped and we are off as Mr. James Scott tears it up off the line straight away coming through. We've got Ryan Mueller coming in behind him. Blake Urquhart, Dylan Gray coming through there. A little bit of powder's gone thrown up in the air as they go too wide behind there. Jax Nova has got his nose over the top of one of the boys in the back there. It looks like it's Brandon Levin and Troy Dooley behind him. Levin is in front of him at the moment, but very, very tight off the start. Already these boys are making a dogfight out of it coming through the back end and over the crest of the hill. James Scott has got himself a 2/10 lead over Ryan Mueller. Dylan Gray's following through. Urquhart, Levin, Nova, Dooley, Gallen, Trainer and Clutterbuck. It looks like Hetherington's dropped a few spots off the start. He's dropped 3 off there. Peter Sattler as well as they're coming through. A little bit of grass touch there by Mueller trying to keep it on the back of James Scott. We're gone too wide. Feldman and one of the, looks like Marty Hughes and Feldman have got contact in the bottom screen and they are cooked down the bottom, ladies and gents. We'll let them go and sort themselves out. First corner shenanigans are happening. First lap shenanigans, I should say, are happening. But we're settled into rhythm now, and we've got them very tight fight. We expect James Scott, Ryan Mueller, Dylan Gray to fight it out for a long, long time. But the pace is out there. Urquhart and Levin have got some great numbers as well. Nova, Dooley. A few fights are already coming. The top of the tower, all the way to 15th place, is all under a second against each other, except for, Dylan Gray's back under again. Cracking start, Mr. Watson. A few little bit of shoves in here and there. Unfortunately for Marty Hughes and Di Feldman, they didn't do too well. Di had to go to the pits. Feldman, it's going to pits, but Marty Hughes is still on track.
Yeah, there was also another incident there in turn 1. Looked like some pelican on pelican violence, but couldn't quite tell which ones it was.
Oh, someone's called that in. Di's called that incident, I think, for what happened between herself and Marty Hughes.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
yeah.
Still going. Still going. There's no holding back then. All right, here we go. Times are really quiet.
I couldn't quite really tell who was at fault on that one. I'm curious to see what race control's call is going to be, because at that, I couldn't really find who that was on.
Yeah, I didn't get a really good look at it, to be honest with you. The boys out there and lady are ripping up some great times at the moment. 50.79 with a 50.83. Really good. The top two are in the 50s and the rest are all in the 51s, all the way down to the 12th place. And then they're back into the 52s. So you can see the gaps already forming between your pro-ams and AMs. But look at them straight away, trying to break the toe. Levin's pulled out on Jax Nova then, trying to break the toe down the main straight.
Oh, that wasn't by design. That was a big save off of the final corner.
Oh, was he? I didn't see that. That was a big away from my small eyes.
Yeah, it was trying not to recreate what we saw at the end of qualifying there.
Yeah. Have a look at the Sunny Cena going down the bottom screen as well, putting the pressure on Craig Healy at the moment. Great little battle there, Healy. 2/10 on him as well. So the battles are forming in a couple of different packs, but these two are leading it out straight away. James Scott and Ryan Mueller are tearing it up at the moment and lapping lap after lap consistently underneath each other as well. So Ryan's just going to try to hold on the back of him and try to stay there for as long as possible. Look at all the boys coming and spinning up the dirt coming through that final corner.
Whoa! Little bit of a bump and run from Ryan Mueller all over the back of that James Scott car.
That was a lot of bump. That was a lot of bump and bump draft, I think, more than nearly got the run. I don't think it was... I don't know if he would have got the run through there. I'll tell you what, James Scott handles that car like an absolute magician coming through. This is a great part of the track here. Nice little bit of work coming through here, and you've got to get this sort of a blind corner a bit. Look at that elevation change as you come through there, and all of a sudden all you're looking at the sky, and then it drops down. You can just see the track. Crack a bit of corner here as well. You've got to get this timed right, get that apex on the inside line, not drift too far out wide as well. You can take it a little bit of a touch, but not too much, because otherwise you will rotate yourself into the pits like Brandon Levin did for the quali run. Hard braking zone here. Get it in, hold it in tight as much as you can. Get the double apex to the right. Beautifully done by both these guys. They are absolutely driving. It's like watching a drift combo coming through without the drifting.
Yeah, that's the thing about this place. There's some absolutely iconic corners, like coming up here through uphill. Like, you're actually getting liftoff. Like, they're popping wheelies coming over the crest. It is absolutely terrifying, but it's some of the most fun you can have on the service. It is absolutely incredible, and I'm so happy that we're at the classic version where we're going through that and not the GP circuit that has the chicane there on the inside. The chicanes are kind of a mixed bag at this place. The GP one is fine, but the West Bend chicane there with the corner right after the uphill, yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Look, that brings me back to mine, Nürburgring last week. We thought that was going to be a nightmare, but that was one of the best races we've had for a long time. And if you're in our Discord, you'll see some of the photos, and the boys actually got air like that. Oh, man. We need a still camera right there on that spot to watch them go up and over, because in the Nürburgring, that was one elevation there where they got all four tyres in the air, which was spectacular. Yeah, that's the camera we need just as we go up that hump, which is a hard one to find, mate, but I totally get that. And we are here with the first 13 minutes, 7 minutes gone, ladies and gents, 13 minutes to go as the boys come through a nice little tight part of the track and are putting the pressure on big time. Mitchy Noble is having a bit of fun here at the moment. He is being chased down by Darren Hetherington and Scotty Weston. And you can see them in the bottom screen fighting it out at the moment.
Yeah, the funny thing about Lime Rock is the corner names follow pretty much how simple the racetrack is. Like, you go through this corner, the final corner of the track known as downhill, and then you go on to the Sam Posey straight here for the main straightaway. The best passing zone on the track, if you can get close to them, you can make a send down here into Big Bend. You'll typically see a lot of side-by-side racing if you're able to get to the inside of the car you're battling with. Through here into left-hander, and then coming into right-hander onto the no-name straight, which isn't quite all that straight. And then coming up here to uphill, flying over the crest, over to West Bend, and into downhill for the next time. So yeah, they weren't really stressing their brains out too much when they named the corners at this place. But you know, that's part of its charm.
Yeah, they definitely weren't on anything at the time, that's for sure, apart from maybe Posey Straight. But that was probably because they were sitting there having a cup of tea. They saw some posies. But
well, actually, it is named after Sam Posey, who's pretty. If you're a racing nerd like me, especially American racing nerd, Sam Posey is someone you are very familiar with. Sam Posey is actually quite the accomplished sports car racer. Ran in Le Mans quite a bit. Even won the 12 Hours of Sebring before, and even raced in F1 a handful of races. He spent most of his career in broadcasting, was a part of the Indianapolis 500 broadcast for many years, and personally I was very familiar with him watching F1 on Speed Channel growing up, because he had this really unmistakable deep voice, so cool, so iconic, and he would do like this whole monologue in front of this little kind of montage setting up every race and the history and what to expect, and it got you so hyped for every race. That was one of the biggest things I was sad that I was missing out on when Speed Channel no longer broadcasted the F1 races. So yeah, Sam Posey is quite an incredible figure in American racing. So, and he grew up right here in Connecticut. Whoa! You see a big moment from Ryan Mueller.
Oh, he did save it. He did save it. I was going to make a joke, but you really love this guy. I was going to call him the Great Sam Posey, but that would be like one of those ice machines, yeah? But a great save there by Ryan Mueller. He was holding on to the back of James Scott like crazy, and making him really work hard coming through. We've got a battle on the bottom screen as well. We've got Brandon Levin leading Jax Nova, Troy Dooley, and Johnny Gallen. These boys have been getting really close to each other, especially Dooley and Levin there for the minor positions, going great guns through there at the moment. Be interesting to see how they're going to go in the reverse grid. 10 places, so it's not going to be too crazy.
Whoa!
It's going to be a lot of fun. Getting a lot of air there, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that on the second screen, but Brandon absolutely almost wiped out the guardrail and exited uphill. He was sideways going over the crest.
Lovely bit of control for the entertainment value. But what I'll do is I'll bring it down to Mitchy boys there, having a bit of a tuffle there as well. Let's give them some love as well. I can't just show that battle pack itself. But James Scott has got Ryan Mueller on the hunt at the moment. 8 minutes to go. These boys are in cruise control. I was just wondering how far away they are. Look at the elevation change. How far away they are from catching the back of the pack at the moment too.
Yeah, I don't think lap traffic is going to play that much of a factor with these 20-minute long races. If this was anywhere near a more conventional format, absolutely. but I think they're going to be okay. But yeah, it wasn't all that surprising to see Ryan have that mistake a couple laps ago, just simply from the fact that he's probably feeling it from the front of his car. The thing about Lime Rock, as they are catching up to Marty Hughes, so that is at least one lap car they're going to have to get around. And Ryan catching poor Marty at one of the worst places you can catch him. And credit to Marty, he did everything he could to be out of the way for the lead duo. But yeah, the dirty air here at Lime Rock is a lot more pronounced than you would deal with at most other road courses, because of the fact that it's so small and there's so many kind of sweeping corners. It drives like an oval, it feels like, going the wrong way. So because of that, it almost behaves like an oval, dealing with all of that dirty air. That's part of the reason why it's so hard to pass here, because you really only have one major passing opportunity, like I said earlier, and that's down into Big Bend. But the problem is that it's hard to stay connected to the car in front because of all the air wash going through West Bend and downhill. And so Ryan was probably pushing so hard trying to stay connected to James. And see, there he goes again.
Yeah, that rear end just leaving him by his side there, but he's holding on to it, so he's pushing the pedal to the metal. There's 8/10 between the two of them, so great bit of pace between the guys, but looks like it's going to be a battle for the mid-pack at the moment, especially with these boys in third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They're going great guns for it. Dylan Gray has pulled away from these boys a little bit, so he's got himself in a bit of a safe buffer. Bottom screen, we've got, top screen, we've got having to go with Peter Pav and Mitchy Noble at the moment.
Yeah, Peter Pav all over the back of Clutterbuck. Oh, he's getting to the inside. Oh, he backs out wisely.
He's just got a little bit of overlap. Let's see how he's going to come down the main straight here as they both get elevation over the corner. He's having a look at the moment, ladies and gents. He's getting right up behind him to see if he can get a draft down the main straight. Mitchy Noble's having a look to do. He wants to be the third wheel in this party at the moment. Peter Pav is virtually bump drafting him coming down the main straight. Is he going to have enough to get up and around? Mitchy Noble's having a look underneath him as well, but Noble can't get in there as well. Under the inside line, Noble's going to dive under. He's going to dive on there, and he's made the move. Oh, Pav's exposed himself greatly, and Pav, he's had to go out off the line to maintain pace coming through there. I think Mitch probably got the pass done just in time so that he didn't have to worry about Pav there, but Pav just held on for dear life around that final corner.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Peter Pav slowed up as much as he did. You couldn't, especially when you're trying to look to the outside of another car to set up an overtake, you can carry a lot more speed to the outside of Big Bend than you would think. You know, I've had many a race here where I'm side by side with someone and trying to get the pass done, and Mitchy!
Mitch is getting a bit adventurous there, trying to have a look at the inside of Daniel Clutterbuck, but pulled out just in time because that could have got real messy real quick between those lads. We've got the battle packs here as well. We've got Craig Healy, Thomas Sonny Cena having a go at the back as well. We've got Tom chasing them down.
Peter Pav! My goodness, did you see that? He was all kinds of crossed up going through No Name Straight. Oh, Mitchy!
He's having another look. Mitch is living very dangerously tonight, mate. He's living right on the edge. I think Peter Pav scared himself after that cross up then, and he's backed it off a little bit. We've got 3 minutes left, ladies and gents, and we've got tight little battles in the mid-packs and the bottom packs coming through. So it's great to see all the boys fighting for critical points tonight. Oh, Noble got a beautiful one there. Oh, a little bit of a slap on the way through, but he's pulled it back just in time. It's also a little bit wide by Clutterbuck. He's gone a little bit wide, but hold the ground in the middle. There is no room for Mitch to put his nose in at the moment. He's done a great job holding the boy up.
Yeah, Daniel's got to be careful. The way to get through Big Bend is to treat it as a double apex. You know, turn in, clip the curb. Whoa, as you saw Mitchie sideways once again, look into the inside of West Bend.
Oh, he's able through there as well.
He got it.
He's got it done. He's got it
Wow.
done. I'll tell you what, a sketchy way of doing it because he was all over the place. It was like he's fighting the steering wheel coming around that corner. 2 minutes and 25 to go. Well, I heard something come in from Jacob Trainer, car 19's called something in, but I'm not sure what it was. Bottom screen, too wide. We've got Thomas Sonny Cena having a bit of a battle there with one of the lads coming too wide. Center on the outside line. We've got the EWT of Scotty Weston, I believe that is. Or, no, Craig Healy coming through there behind him. Craig Healy's fighting through that final position on those boys. Looks like Urquhart has been caught by Brandon Levin, slowly but surely, and now it's Levin and Jax Nova fighting behind them in the final few positions. These boys are fighting for 4th place and some critical points as usual.
Oh, Thomasina having a little bit of a moment going over the hill.
He definitely lives on the edge, that kid. How we got the full ladder up. Let's see how the Pro-Ams and AMs are doing at the moment. We can see James Scott's leading them out on the bottom screen. He has got Ryan Mueller 1.4 off him. Troy Dooley in 7th place. He's got the Pro-Ams done. And look at all the AMs there. Scotty Weston is leading them off. Oh, that was a big elevation there by Urquhart. Almost to the point where the front wheels were on the dirt and he was going to lose them. That's definitely not a line you'd want to go over the top there, mate.
Yeah, he had to use his wings on that one.
Definitely had to use his wings. Here we go. Where is the boss man downstairs? James Scott is coming round. Let's see, will he get the final flag coming through? It should be the white flag when he comes around. These are the minor positions at the moment. Blake Urquhart, Brandon Levin, Jax Nova fighting for those spots. You can see Ryan Mueller just chasing down James Scott at the moment as they're coming over the hill. His car looks well planted, man. It doesn't seem to be flying off the air. It seems to be like a BMX bike. Just follow the groove of the track over and under on the whoop-de-doos. Ladies and gents, these are the final lap coming through now. We'll get one more, definitely.
Yep, white flag is now.
Yes, it is. White flag. They just crossed it with 11 seconds to go. On the bottom screen, on the top screen, you got that. Bottom screen, you got Brandon Levin chasing down Blake Urquhart for the final podium position. This could be a screamer to the end, ladies and gents. Blake Urquhart is feeling the force of Levin on the back of him with 1 lap to go. He's got a he's looking on the inside. He's got a little bit of overlap. He's got it done on the inside, but has he got enough pace to come through? A little bit side by side. Urquhart and himself are gone left and right. Levin goes a little bit wide. Jax Nova tries to tuck it in underneath it, but has to pull it out. But Levin's not over. He's putting the pressure on big time as Urquhart just touches the grass coming through that corner. All over the back of him, under the brakes. Is he going to be able to go for it? He's got him hovering through there. What a way to finish this race. Save it all for the last one. Ladies and gents, top screen, we've got the race winners for Heat 1. James Scott brings it home for the Big Chiefs, and Ryan Mueller brings it home in 2nd place. Bottom screen, you can see Dylan Gray coming through at some point, not far from these boys, and 4th place battle on the bottom screen is going off its nut, as you can just see them crossing the line. We've got Blake Urquhart coming across by Brandon Levin. Jax Nova in 6th. Troy Dooley brings it home for the Pro-Ams in 7th place. Johnny Gallen in 8th. Trainer 9th. And followed by Noble, Clutterbuck, Pavlik. Scotty Weston brings it home for the AMs tonight in the first heat, followed by Hedrington 14th and Mueller in 15th. What a way to race. That was a little bit of heart-pumping moments there in the last 2 laps with the boys for the final few positions, mate. That was crazy. Whew. All right. Settle my nerves down a little bit now. James Scott has got the top spot, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it up there with... we got the reverse top grid. This will make it a little bit spicy, but not too spicy with 20 minutes to go. The track as it goes will be very, very quick transition. Mitchie Noble in the front row with Jacob Trainer, the Sim Brotherhood taking out the front row. Johnny Gallen, Pacific Esports Racing with Troy Dooley in the 2nd row. 3rd row is Jax Nova from JR Racing and Brandon Levin from Team SRW. In the fourth row, Blake Urquhart from Pacific Esports Racing with Dylan Gray, Pacific Esports Racing. Then we've got in the fifth row, Ryan Mueller and James Scott bringing it home in the fifth row. In the sixth row, Daniel Clutterbuck and Peter Pav fighting it out with them side by side. We've got Scotty Weston beside Dean Hetherington in the seventh row. Eighth row, Adam Mueller and Craig Healy bringing it home. In the ninth row, Thomas Sunny Cena and Chris Tomlin. 10th row, we've got Marty Hughes and Di Feldman. Unfortunately, Di and Marty came together in the first lap, which destroyed Di's first race. And in the 21st spot, we've got Peter Sattler. Downstairs, we've got the race director, Tyson McAvoy, and Mark Cochran, as we get ready to rock and roll, mate.
Yes, sir. And
the second camera, the alien himself, Mr. James Scott.
And yeah, we still have over a minute and a half before the lights go out. We're not used to having this much time in between the races.
Come on, mate. There's got to be a story beside this gnome on my picture.
Besides your what?
There was a gnome on in the forefront of the picture just before.
I didn't see that. Okay, that's something I don't know.
There's a gnome carrying a spade that's in the background in one of the shots.
That I actually never knew. I will have to ask my friends who actually go here on a yearly basis for the Historics race that they have every year. And let me tell you, some of the pictures they post of some of those gorgeous classic race cars going over the hill, like there is just absolutely nothing better. Like seeing the old Trans Am cars, some old open wheelers as well. It's just, you can't ask for anything better.
Sounds special. Nothing like a little bit of classic motoring out there. All right, ladies and gents, we're ready to go for Heat 2, reverse top 10. So we are getting ready for some action for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars round 7. The 800 show of SRW TV. So welcome to us, and share it, like and subscribe, and get everyone to watch it, because these boys are going to put on a show for us tonight. The lights are going, ladies and gents. 1, 2, 3, and we are green. We are off and running as Mitchy Noble bombs it down on the front row and gets smothered.
Oh no!
On about 3 or 4 wide. Little bit of contact there. Noble, one of the PR boys, are trying to go 4 wide through there. We've got a little bit of contact coming through there. My goodness me. There's a lot there. The big chief of James Scott's got pushed around a little bit there by one of the Pelicans. I'm not sure which one it was, but I tell you what, he's got a lot of work to do through there. Patience is going to be his virtue as he comes through that pack. And ladies and gents, Jacob Traynor has got off to a blistering start as he comes around the first part of the uphill and gets a little bit of air, followed by Johnny Gallant and Brandon Levin, Troy Dooley, Jax Nova, Blake Urquhart, Noble, Mueller and Scott. Everyone is doing extremely well. Brandon Levin up 3 places off the starting line. A great bit of work. Mitchy Noble, front row to 6th place, 7th place. So a bit of a tough start there by Mitchy Noble. That's going to hurt that one big time. We've got Jax Nova having a look at the inside at the moment, up against one of the, looks like it's Urquhart, one of the Pelicans. He's just got himself, or no, yes it was, one of the Urquharts. It's just the screen took a bit of time to get itself around. So we've still got Traynor, Gallen, Levitt, Dooley, Nova and Urquhart coming through in the top 6. But we've seen Jacob Traynor do extremely well when he gets out in front. But a lot of work at the bottom screen there by James Scott. He's got Ryan Mueller in front of him at the moment. So a lot of work to be done as he tries to get in and around him. His best bet at the moment is hoping that Mueller makes the moves and he can follow it through, because there's a lot of congestion in that pack around 8th, 9th and 7th place.
How in God's name did they go 4 wide through Big Bend and not any of them got knocked off into the grass? I didn't think
this.
Oh!
On my side, Mitchy Noble on the outside line. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Around James Scott, I think.
Oh, and he just got
no.
clobbered by Clutters as well.
Oh, no, that was not a good move. We'll have to watch that back here. Here we go. Here's the replay. Scott's coming on there. He is in a great spot. Coming through there. Oh, he's got a little bit of a touch, so that's not too bad. Him and Mitch Noble have come together. I'm not sure who's at fault of that one. Oh, unfortunately, look at that. As he goes out wide, I think the bump and run beside him, and Mitch put him out off track at the moment, so he's got a bit of work to do. He's probably got a fair bit of damage at the moment as well. So we've got the top screen. We've got Levin fighting it off at the moment. James Scott, his car is Kaputski's, I think. We've got the boys coming through nicely. Jacob Trainer's lost a lead to Johnny Gallen. Brandon Levin in third place. Troy Dooley fourth. So a lot of work to be done by these boys at the moment. Peter Pav's car is cooked. James Scott's car's in the pits as well.
Yeah, it is.
At the moment too, he's giving a right run. Oh, look at that! At the bottom screen, we just missed it. Levin and Jax Nova is having a bit of a tussle there too. Jax Nova is coming up hot underneath him at the moment. But Johnny Gallen has finally got himself a lead of the race at the moment. Finally got himself in the prime position. But Jacob Trainer, we see him fight last week at the Norschleider, and the battles he had all night long were crazy. As you can see, the Pelicans going side by side against each other, almost kissing and tulling each other as they're coming through those corners.
Yeah, look at that. Hardly any gap between all of them. I'm surprised Jax Nova's car isn't more damaged, because right at the initial start, when Noble kind of bogged it down, Jax went to the inside of them, and there was some hefty contact. In fact, Jax's car even bunny hopped. I thought for sure it was going to be a much bigger incident than it was. I'm honestly surprised that neither car got kind of hooked in any direction.
100%. I'm still recovering from the 5 wide, and the amount of they were almost doing some sort of hand holding thing coming through the corners. The way how close they were, it was crazy how close they were. It was nuts.
Yeah,
They survived.
I didn't think that this track was wide enough for 3 wide.
Oh, Mitchy Noble has got himself up. Oh, Jax Nova. Oh my God, he's crossed it up as he's come through. He's literally jumped that hill and dived into the inside line. But he has got a lot of pressure there at the moment. Ryan Mueller is on the inside line. He got himself out of position, but look at the Pelicans swapping him at the moment. The Pelicans fly in a V shape. That's what they do. And they're going to get him down the main straight. Urquhart's got him side by side. He's got the nose in front. But just behind him, you can see Dylan Gray having a sniff as well. Dylan Gray's got it side by side as well. Is he going to be able to smother him out? They have. They've absolutely swamped him. Oh, my goodness. He must feel like he's been taken advantage of the way those Pelicans went past him then. 1, 2, and 3 just lined him up.
Yeah, that's already way more overtakes than I was expecting to see. But that's the good thing about the super sprint format helping it out, is because you're seeing everything all jumbled up, seeing cars have the ability to set up those runs, and it just worked out so well for the Pelicans to just freight train by Jax Nova. Although it certainly didn't work out for him.
No, not at all. Not at all. His move was quite daring coming over the hill there, but it didn't last very long. Bottom screen, Brandon Levin's taking the inside run over Jacob Trainer. Jacob Trainer ended up going out wide onto the grass, and now he's being passed by Ryan Mueller. Mueller's putting the pressure on as well.
Whoa!
Doing the same thing to him. Oh, no,
replay of Daniel Clutterbug. What a save!
I think, was he trying to get out of the way from James Scott then, or?
I think
he got onto
so.
the dirt. No. Whew. Tell you what, Troy Dooley is doing it again, mate. Top row. He's in second place. He's up 2 places and doing an extremely good job in the pros at the moment. And behind him, Levin, Mueller, Rayner, Jacob Trainer is doing extremely well as well. Scotty Weston's got himself at the pointy end again. So 2 heats in a row in 9th place.
Oh, meanwhile, Urquhart is side by side with Trainer.
Yeah, they're on the bottom screen at the moment. Trainer is not liking much Pelican around him at the moment. He might be allergic to feathers at this point.
Now it's his turn to get freight trained by the birds.
Yep. That sounds like a band. Freight train by the bird. Well, Trainer, you've got to watch that white line as you come up the hill to that area there. If you're over the white line, you come out the other side and you're on the dirt straight away. So you've got to be very, very careful through there. But have a look at them at the moment. Blake Urquhart, Dylan Gray, Jacob Trainer, Jax Nova, Scotty Weston, all coming through the back end of the track. Top screen at the moment, we've got Thomas Sonny Cena leading it off. Now we've got Brandon Levin having a pass on Ryan Mueller. Well, he hasn't passed him yet, but Mueller's trying to get past him. So Brandon Levin's got himself in the third place at the moment and battling it out there with Mueller and doing extremely well.
Whoa!
On the next level, too wide at the bottom at the moment, ladies and gents. Urquhart and Trainer. Trainer's been pushed out and looks like he's got Jax Nova to battle with at the moment. Trainer is down 5 places at this point, mate. So he's not had a good start to this race. Oh, Brandon Levin comes over that hill like we discussed before. You've got to be inside of the white line because if you're not, you get thrown over the dark side into the dirt when you come across that bump. So that cost him a great spot then. He is now in 4th place and Ryan Mueller has got it round him. The battle is still pretty good. The packs are pretty tight still, mate.
Yeah, no one has really pulled away like what we saw in race 1. There's still a lot of battle packs out there. And I don't know how it looked for those watching in the second screen, but on my end, when Trainer and Urquhart were side by side, Trainer's car was literally phasing into Urquhart's car. That's how close they were.
There you go. With the Di Feldman on the outside.
Oh,
she's made the pass. Well done.
Look at this. Troy Dooley trying to fight for the overall win.
He had his nose snipped then. He did. He had nowhere to go then but to have it chopped off.
Oh, Gallon! Oh, my God!
We discussed it before. It's exactly what happens if you get across that white line coming over that crest. The car gets thrown into the dirt, and we've seen it happen live, ladies and gents. Johnny Gallon did exactly what we predicted would happen if you did it, and unfortunately for Johnny, that was the lead position, and he's lost it to his teammate, Ryan Mueller. Troy Dooley's managed to stay there in second, in third, and Brandon Levin's picked up second now. Wow. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to watch that back if we have a minute, because that was exactly what we discussed before about entering that area on across the white line and then taking the car into the dirt.
That is heartbreaking for Jonathan Gallon.
Oh, he was doing a great job too.
It was, and he's going to be kicking himself for that mistake, because that not only that cost him the lead, that has cost him all the way down to 9th place. And Ryan Mueller, the big beneficiary. I don't know if Dooley had checked up or what, seeing Gallon go off, but Mueller just absolutely caught him when he wasn't looking.
Yep, Brandon Levin got him at the end of the straight. Must have caught him off guard. But another battle continues. One stops, another one continues. Bottom screen, Marty Hughes, Craig Healy, and Dion Heverington are going for it as well. What happened to Di Feldman just then?
She went off in the final corner.
Yep, she did, and she's lost a few spots there, so she dropped down to 15th, but she's still up 5 places. Biggest mover at the moment, Ryan Mueller up 8 places at the moment. Second is Thomas Sonny Cena up 7, and so is Marty Hughes up 7 as well. As we can see these boys battling it on, and we are into the last 8 minutes, ladies and gents, and we are up for some action.
Yeah, I see Mueller starting to leg it out here. Finally got some clean track to work with now.
Yeah, definitely. He's in cruise control now. He's just putting pedal to the metal. Johnny Gallon is at 9th, so still some decent points to be won as long as his car's not too damaged.
Yeah, he's still holding on in P9 for now.
Just barely. Still a few Pelicans battling around there. You got Marty Hughes, Craig Healy, and Derna Harrington. Craig Healy is really feeling the pressure of those Pelicans around him. But Dylan Gray, not as dominant a run as he had last week at the North Slide, where he absolutely destroyed everyone out there. You'd think he was maybe you think he grew up there and he was German. How well he drove it. I think Gallen's got damage because I just saw him go out wide and off the track, trying to maintain pace on the car. Oh, have a look at that, Dooley. That's exactly what we saw from Gallen happen as well. So he's got to be very, very careful there. He's got Gray all over the back of him. With 7 minutes to go, Dooley just needs to keep it clean and keep it keen. Oh, a little bit of dirt there by Gray.
Yeah, Troy's just got to stay focused. You know, he's not battling for the overall win, but he's at least still holding on to the class win. Is someone's just been ordered to readdress?
Michi Noble got ordered to readdress, and when he did that, he lost 2 spaces. And Ty Feldman and Down Henry were flying past at the same time. So I'm not sure if this bump and run, who his bump and run was with.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. If you're out there and you're watching and you've got a fan out there or a teammate or a family member out there on track, please let us know and we will try to pop up and put them on cam for you. Also, while you're out there, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It's amazing that we still have about 50% of the people that watch our racing are non-subscribed. So, yeah, please subscribe and let's help us get there to the 2,000 by the end of the year. That's our big aim.
Yeah, or else Steve is going to up the Twitch streams. And we're not just talking about the normal broadcast streams either.
Well, I was thinking of putting my mug on the screen for the Twitch down the bottom, but I thought better than that because I'm looking unruly at the moment, man. The last one thing I want to do is scare people, and it's all over Red Rover. Will Buchanan, James Scott is my father. you Luke Skywalker, Mr. Buchanan. Where are you, Mr. Buchanan? I hope to see you back for next season, brother.
Oh, there's Mitchie trying to get to the inside of Dye going through West Bend.
Yep, he's having a real good look at it. Hopefully Dye will put some more pressure on. She has. She's conceded it by the look of it. Troy Dooley is feeling the Pelicans at the moment. He has got Gray all over the back of him at the moment and putting some immense pressure on. We've got about 4 laps to go at the moment, plus I'd say the white flag, so 5 in total. And at the moment, Ryan Mueller is out there leading by 2.1 on Brandon Levin. Troy Dooley in 3rd, Dylan Gray 4th, like Urquhart in 5th. We've got Trainer in 6th, Nova in 7th, and Scotty Weston leading out the AMs at the moment. And Troy Dooley leading the AMs up in 3rd.
Yeah, I don't want to give him too much love since there's still 4 minutes left in this race and a whole another 20 minutes to go, but Troy has definitely been on a really impressive run of form as of late. Just really start to show up as one of the series. Whoa, looking great.
Was that Henrington just going all the way off track on his own? I think he missed his break point, yeah. He must have gone all the way off on his own and just gone straight off.
Too busy watching Dylan Gray power slide through No Name.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and you see Brandon Levin having his own little adventure off a downhill again.
Yep, he needs to focus. A couple more laps to go to get himself that killer spot. We've got a reverse top 5 for the next one, so there's going to be a bit of work to be done through there.
See Jacob Trainer's just outside of that inward pull, trying to track Urquhart back down again.
I just see the lift on Dooley's car then. That was heaps, man. It looked like it was like the thickness of the tyre at least.
It's so much fun to watch. And again, you can only imagine how terrifying it is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, 100%. It's that elevation change would be a tough one to cope with. As you got Dylan Gray at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, all the way on the back of Troy Dooley. He's putting the pressure on as they're coming through the back S's. He's making sure he's on inside and outside of every mirror. And whenever he looks behind him, all he's seeing is a Dylan Gray. We've got 2 minutes to go. So about 3 laps to go. So this is where Dylan Gray's going to have his move. He's going to have to get right up behind him at the moment, put some immense pressure on as Gray gets all 4 wheels in the air coming through there. Under brakes as he puts them down, getting up the back of Dooley. Dooley is feeling the heat big time. Is he going to be able to sustain this all the way through the next 2 laps? But look at the gap Levin's got on these boys. He's got himself a 3-second gap on his own as well. So it's between Dooley and Gray for the final podium position all the way to the end. 2/5 between them. 2/10, I should say. Where did I get fifths from, mate?
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Jonathan Galland with what might be the save of the century. How in God's name did he hold on to that? Wow.
I'll have to take your word for it. I was changing screens at the time. But Mitchie Noble is putting pressure
watch this
on Hetherington. Here we go, ladies and gents. Watch this catch.
Watch him going through the downhill again. You see him? Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! How did he hold on to that? That is unreal!
Work there by Johnny Gallen. He would have been thundering through those gears down, just to get control of that car again. That was spectacular. My goodness. Oh, dear. Rob Mueller on the top screen at the moment, ladies and gents.
Urquhart and Dooley, Urquhart and Trader, they're side by side for 5th right now. Oh, Trainer couldn't hold on.
Yep. Doing everything he can to do it right. Dooley is doing extremely well, man. He's still got this battle pack and he's holding him back this big time. All right, yeah. Where are we? Are we in the final? We should get white flag now. Here comes Ryan Mueller across the road. There's the white flag. You can just see by the VP Racing sign coming through as he laps one of his teammates coming down the track. His teammate pops in behind him. Levin is just there in the distance, ladies and gents. And then behind him is Dooley and Gray fighting for the final podium spot. 3/10 of difference with them on the bottom screen at the moment, and they're cruising through it. I think Dylan's just going to have to get close and make the move in the last few corners. And knowing Dylan, he's definitely going to have a crack.
Yeah, but as it stands right now, he is nowhere near close enough.
Not at all. Jacob Trainer's having a go there at Blake Urquhart at the moment too, so that's getting right up in the grill. Up over the hill. Oh my God, they get some elevation through there, that's for sure. Ryan Mueller's coming around now, ladies and gents. Heat 2 as we come across the line. Ryan Mueller brings it home for the Pacific Esports Racing Team. In second place for the Heat 2, we've got Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. Third place, Troy Dooley manages to hold off Dylan Gray as they come across the line. Blake Urquhart in 5th, Jacob Trainer 6th. And here comes Jax Nova and Scotty Weston as the AM winner for the second heat as well. Coming behind him is Tommy Sonny Cena, second in the AMs, and Adam Mueller coming across 3rd place for the AMs. What a bit of work. And Brandon Levin's had a bit of a rotation there after the flag too. So we'll see what that was about. Could be just a little bit of concentration slip. Ladies and gents, this is how they finished in the pros. Ryan Mueller, Brandon Levin, and Dylan Gray take the top 3 spots. Blake Urquhart in 4th, Jax Nova 5th, Johnny Gallen 6th, and James Scott 7th. In the Pro-Ams, Troy Dooley takes it out for the Pro-Ams. Jacob Trainer 2nd, Mitchie Noble 3rd, Clutterbuck in 4th, and Pav in 5th. Scotty Weston takes it home tonight for the AMs in the second heat by Thomas Sonny Cena in 2nd, Adam Mueller 3rd. Followed by Marty Hughes, Craig Healy, Darren Hetherington, Diane Feldman, and Chris Tomlin. Little bit of fun out there, man, and we have got the final race to go for the night, and that is it for show number 800. keep in touch and hit the like, subscribe, and notification button, because in the coming weeks we'll have some prizes to give away as we completed our 800th show. Here is a quick snap and look at what Mr. Watson does in his spare time.
Yes, sir. Once again, showing the ad of Team Watson Racing setups. If you're looking for some of the best NASCAR setups and rallycross setups you can find, come by and check us out. Use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout.
We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the circuit.
And Mr. Watson is also doing GT3 setups now as well. So reach out to him if you're into the GT3s. Don't tell him you know me, because he'll just lift the price up.
and starting now, use code Team SRW for an extra 10% added on to your checkout.
Mate, we have had a weather change. Had a weather change. My screen looks like there could be rain afoot.
It's not rain, it's just dark.
Cloudy, yeah, dark. Almost sinister.
I hope that it doesn't continue to get darker. This place is not pleasant to drive in the dark. I know these things have headlights, but they're not the greatest headlights. And there was one time I raced here in a Jim Beaver esports event, and it was supposed to be a dusk race. They messed up on the timing, and so by the time we got halfway through the race, it was pitch black, and everyone kept crashing.
There's the gnome. He sits beside one of the tire walls.
Wow.
See the tire wall just there? So it's one of the tire walls. I'm not sure which wall, but there's a gnome there. Told ya. I wasn't losing my marbles.
How have I not heard of that sooner?
I think it's just an iRacing thing, probably, because it's only a normal height. It's nothing big, because you can see it sitting beside the fence there, so it's not massive, not by any means at all. But it's there somewhere. All right, we're getting there. We're nearly there. We've got 2 minutes there. While we're out there, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. If you are into the V8 Supercars, the Formula Superlights, the G86s, GT3s, we run them all. Get a hold of us through Discord. Seize the sprints across all series. We'll be having no more reverse grids. We will be having a lot of racing, a little bit more strategy, a little bit more fuel saving or fuel... let's say fuel on the radar more than savings, to make sure that everyone is on top of things. And we're going to try to make it as tough as we can for people to race it like a real world event. We've done our all our stuff that we did to get drivers involved and getting people going. And there's James. Their reverse grids really do wonder. Really do wonders. Yeah, they do wonders, mate. But we're trying to change things up for season 3 and get things ready. So keep your eyes peeled for the seasons opening up, and also keep your eyes peeled for a massive dump of trophies, because Sinka has been busy grinding his hands to the bone, finishing trophies like you would not believe, that are just about ready to go shipping, and that is true of fact. So you guys out there will be getting reached out by admin soon. Get your addresses updated in case you've moved. But also, please support the people out there that support you, that support us and the series. Get behind Phoenix Driver Development for anything that's Gen 3, Gen 2 V8 Supercars. They do setups, driver training, one-on-one and team events. Reach out to Laz and Rian. They'll be more than happy to help you out and also help you with some setups. And also a big thank you to Shunt Scenery for supporting us as well. If you're into the flight simulator world and you're looking at some of the new, how would you call them, designs, vectors, whatever they are, for some airports out there in the northern part of Queensland, reach out to the Shunts boys. They've got them available. If you are into something amazing for the man cave, reach out to Grim Industries. They're home of the traditional V8 coffee table, but also Aston Martin's, Ferraris. He's doing some amazing stuff out there. And last of all, to the big boys down at Warren Brown Tools for helping us keep the doors open week in, week out, month after month, year after year. So it's great to have them on board, and reach out to their website. If you spend more than $500, more than $200 out there, you can get in line to win yourself some Camus racing bundle. This is how we're starting, ladies and gents, for the final race for tonight. We've got Blake Urquhart and Dylan Gray, teammates side by side, starting in this position. Then we've got third and fourth. We've got Troy Dooley and Brandon Levin starting in the second row. In the third row, Ryan Mueller and Jacob Trainer starting beside each other. In the fourth row, Jax Nova and Scotty West. And fifth row, Thomas Sonny Cena and Adam Mueller. In the seventh row, we will have side by side and battling it through. In the sixth row, Marty Hughes and Craig Healy. Seventh row, Mitchy Noble down Hetherington. Eighth row, we've got Di Feldman and Chris Tomlin. Ninth row, we've got Johnny Gallen, James Scott. And 10th row, Daniel Clutterbuck and Peter Have. Down the very back is Mr. Pete Sadler. And downstairs doing a fine job tonight is Mr. Tyson McAvoy and Mark Cochran. We are in and ready to go, ladies and gents. This should be amazing.
Absolutely, and just keeping that beautiful dusk look over that right there, getting to the sunset. That is
that storm coming through.
It's dust. I looked at the forecast.
All right, so we've got ourselves a Connecticut dust storm on the mists, and it looks like we are dimming down for a evening race as well, ladies and gents. As you can see them all out on track, looking pretty. Geez, I hope it's not a night race, Rushy, because there ain't no lights out there. And there ain't no lights that will help us see some of these cars as well. As we go through, we've got the camera down the middle of the pack with Mitchy Noble sitting there. All good. Here we go. Ladies and gents, we are down to Heat 3. Final super sprint for the season. And we are getting ready for Lime Rock. The Skip Barber Tower, as you can see them there at the moment. Big Corvette sign in the background. Here we are, ladies and gents. We're getting ready for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championships, the final heat for the night of round 7, our 800th show. And we've been putting on a masterclass of these drivers out there. As you can see, some of the engines getting ready to go. A little bit of shaking on my cam. You can see the Peter Pav's car is doing a bit of vibration. We are about to hit the numbers and go, go, go. We are gridding at the moment. The lights are about to go, as you can see them down the bottom. And we are getting ready for a tight battle coming through those first few corners. We had 5 in the last race. We'll see how they go coming through here at the moment. Bogged down in the middle. It looks like Mitchy Noble's bogged it right down in the middle of the pack. So he's caused a bit of a ambush down the back, but we have got Urquhart coming through beautifully. Dylan Gray followed by Brandon Levin in third place. They've tucked into beside each other straight away. Troy Dooley is having a bit of a look at the moment, but can't get around it. And it looks like, I was about to say, that camera's in the way. Ryan Mueller in 5th place, Jax Nova in 6th, Scotty West in 7th, Cena 8th, and Mueller 9th by Gallen in 10th place. Straight away coming through, you can see Mitchy Noble bottom screen having a look at one of his guys in front of him, all under brakes, having a great look at Marty Hughes. Front screen, Blake Urquhart, Dylan Gray, teammates coming through. We know that there's no love lost between Pelicans when they're racing. They will shake each other's tail feathers in a big way coming through as Dylan Gray takes the rear end onto the grass and does a little bit of a slide out. Brandon Levin does very similar but maintains control. Ryan Mueller is making his way. He's into 4th place, the biggest mover at the moment. Up 7th place, Johnny Gallen off the start. He was one of the benefactors that got around Mitchy Noble and found himself a clean ride through. At the moment, you've got Jacob Trainer having a look there with Gallen and Mueller. So he's been mugged at the point. He is trying to get through, but Blake Urquhart still bringing it home with 2/10 on his teammate Dylan Gray. Brandon Levin, I think he's just sitting back to see if these boys take each other out. Oh, a little bit of air from both those fellas, and they've kept it on the bitumen, that's for sure.
Yeah, good job from Levin to get by Troy Dooley on the start. That is a crucial pass.
Yeah, it was a great bit of work there. Mitchie Noble, I don't know what he did there at the start, because he ended up bottlenecking a lot of the lads out of there. But Johnny Gallen managed to get around it and do extremely well. I mean, Tomlin, Feldman, Hetherington, and Marty Hughes all suffered because of that little bit of a move there. Nice little camera angle there. Blake Urquhart leading his teammate Dylan Gray around, ladies and gents. Under brakes coming through nice and tight. There'll be no love lost through these boys. I wish I was a camera on the wall a few weeks ago when Dylan Gray took one of his teammates out, because I think that Pelican room would have been rife. And it would have been some colourful language coming through there, that's for sure. Brandon Levin's got Ryan Mueller all over the back of him at the moment, so Mueller is getting really close, almost bump drafting as he comes through. He's pulled out side by side on Levin. He's going to make it under brakes here. Will Levin let him go or travel beside him? Coming through, Levin stacking on the outside. He's been hung out to dry, though. Looks like that Mueller's got it done and got it done cleanly. Now Levin just has to watch out for Troy Dooley and try to stick on the back of Mueller as much as he can.
Yeah, just see if he can follow him through. But man, Pelicans 1-2-3 once again.
Definitely coming through. Interesting spot here. You've seen the different lines, people coming through now. They're starting to go a little bit more right of the white line and not stay too close. We've seen a couple of them suffer from coming too close across that fence line. At the moment, there's 3 Pacific Esport races in the top 3 positions, so Brandon Levin needs to break this up. He's trying to break the toe behind him at the moment on Troy Dooley. He needs to focus on catching these boys up front, and Dooley and him need to join forces and work together to get the job done. Bottom screen, Jacob Trainer has got Mueller and Weston in front of him at the moment. He's in a battle pack of his own. Looks like it's getting darker, my friend.
Yeah, it is 7:47. And you see the sunset is in full force. It's gorgeous, but I can't imagine it is helping anyone drive at all right now.
No. Oh, Summer Sunny Cedar comes over the crest and just tips his front left into the dirt, but gets control coming through now. Is he going to go downhill nice and clean, or is he going to do a gallon at the moment? No, he's made it nicely through there. You wouldn't think this boy's first endeavours out in a V8 Supercar. He hasn't been driving them very long at all. He's doing extremely well. Oh, no. He's done it again. He's leading the AMs for the 3rd race, or the feature race, to get himself into the booth. So Thomas Sunny Cena is in 7th place, leading the AMs at the moment. Oh my goodness, I don't know how he managed to do that in the last few weeks. He's been in the booth more times than I have. Have a look at the way that car lifted. Dylan Gray.
Oh, here comes Gray.
In that's on Urquhart. Sorry, that's Mueller on Urquhart coming through there. He's just dived it on the hill climb up and just all the way through. And Urquhart's gone around there as well. Brandon Levin's got swallowed up by 2 of them then. Flashing lights. Teammates giving it to each other at the moment. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, this was and this is the battle we were hoping that we would see last week at the Nordschleife. Obviously, Brian Mueller's qualifying did not go to plan, and it was a tough effort just to salvage a good finish. But this is what we were hoping we'd see.
Nice battles all the way through. And you can see these 2 going for it at the moment, Dylan Gray and Mueller. I think Mueller's not going to let that go.
He's already looking to see if he can get that move done.
I think Brandon Levin's just waiting to see what goes on between these two. Oh, bottom screen, Johnny Gallen's having on Sonny Cena. Beautiful move there, inside out. Nicely done by Gallen. Gallen showing the pace coming through there. And then you've got Scotty West and Jacob Trainer finishing off that little battle pack. Behind them is Noble and Healy starting to try to catch them through.
Whoa! My
Really
goodness,
by
Dylan Gray.
Surely he's going to lose a bit of pace out of that coming out of the hill then. But it doesn't look like he's lost the hell of a lot. But Mueller's all the way on the back of him right now. The pressure's getting hot for him.
Some may say after that his name is now Dylan Brown.
Dylan Brown, I'll tell you why, he's getting a lot of flashing from Mueller. He's flashing those lights down when he gets on the main straight. I'm letting him know that he's still there. As Dylan taps the brakes a little bit, letting him know I'm still here in the front.
You know Mueller has to have the biggest smile on his face, hit the flasher button. That is exactly what you would do if you're battling your teammate for the win.
I've never been a fan of flashing the lights. I'm not sure. Let everyone out there know. What do you guys think? What's your premise on flashing lights? I've never been a massive fan of it.
Well, I mean, as a whole, yeah, I don't like it either. I don't do it. However, if you're racing a mate or a teammate, oh boy, Dylan Brown again.
On the brakes, Mueller has a look on the inside, does it on the brakes on his teammate Dylan Gray. Dylan Gray's not going to let this one go. He is going to try to stay with him as long as possible and return the favour and put the pressure on. Hopefully, Brandon Levin can get up and giddy up on this because there's a fight to be had up front. Look at this bottom screen, mate. Jacob Trainer, Thomas Sonny Cena, and Scotty Weston. Weston in the sandwich.
Yeah, this is a huge battle here.
Dylan Gray dives it up that hill and ends up with one wheel completely in the dirt. Then I don't know how he managed to not rotate the car around.
Yeah, Dylan's playing with fire a lot these last couple laps. And
Good,
there it is. There's the headlight flash. Yeah, when you're battling, and it's like if you're battling a mate or a teammate, it is different. You're absolutely gonna flash the headlights as often.
Sorry, mate. The send by Jacob Trainer past Scotty Weston was amazing. Down the bottom of the hill coming through the corner. Oh my God, I thought he was going to take Sonny Cena as well at the time. Sorry, mate. That was a beautiful send in the bottom screen.
And that it was, and that's exactly how you have to make the pass down there.
Bit of air coming out of these. I reckon the cooler temperatures giving them a bit more corner speed and they're picking up a bit more pace. But it's interesting to see what sort of speed they're going over that crest now because it looks like all four tyres are lifting as they both drift into the dirt. Brandon Levin has got himself right on the back of Blake Urquhart now. 7/10. Oh, Mitchie Noble's having a go to Scotty Weston on the main straight, coming in and look on the inside line. Weston's got the outside line. Mitchie on the inside, under brakes. He's got the overlap done. He's got the pass done all the way through. But that puts Scotty Weston down 2 places away from Thomas Sonny Cena. And Sonny Cena is just ahead of him in front of Jacob Trainer in eye shot. He is the AM leader at the moment for the feature race. So Scotty Weston has got a target on Thomas Sonny Cena's head at the moment.
Yeah, he's now a huge fan of Trainer and Noble, hoping that they can get by him as well and allow him back in this fight. Another thing I want to bring up about this track is it's not an issue with the V8s because, you know, they can hit the curves just absolutely hard as heck, and not only can it handle it, but it's as Trainer making the move on Cena. But yeah, the curves here are really high. They're flat, so you don't necessarily think a whole lot of them, but they sit up high. And if you clobber them, you're going to feel it. And like I said, you can do that with the supercar just fine, but practically anything else around here, be it Miatas or even GT3 cars, you kind of want to wrap around it, get as close as you can to the edge of that curb without actually putting a tire on it, because it's going to knock you offline. It's a death trap if you do it going through West Bend, because it's going to shove you offline into the grass, and that, as we saw from Gallon, it usually doesn't end well if you're at that part of the track going through downhill.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It looks like that Scotty Weston has got himself into a commanding position now, because Jacob Trainer has passed Sonny Cena. So now Mitchy Noble is the gap between Scotty Weston and himself. So the AMS total fight is heating up down the bottom. But Troy Dooley, mate, he has got 4 places on Jacob Trainer at the moment. And Trainer's got Gallon and Jax Nova in front of him at the moment as blockers.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing a clean sweep here for Dooley if everything holds. And the commentator's curse doesn't absolutely nuke him to oblivion.
Well, too wide. Have a look at this down the bottom. Scotty Weston's having a go on Thomas Sonny Cena. He's got it around him and done a great job. Scotty Weston has just taken the lead in the AMS. I'm not sure if Thomas Sonny Cena had a slowdown or not, but it looks like he might have, because he got Mitchy Noble past him and then followed straight through with Scotty Weston. Critical points there between those two as they fight for the title in the AMS.
Yeah, I don't think it was a slowdown. I think Noble just got to the inside. Cena wasn't able to make the outside work, and Weston was able to just follow him through the open door. Yep.
Looks like top screen, Brandon Levin is sizing up Blake Urquhart, trying to see where he can make his next move, because he is 1 spot away from a podium finish again. And he had the last one taken away. Let's see how he goes here.
AC got real close there, but then Blake was able to open up the gap a bit.
Yeah. Down the bottom screen at the moment, we've got Marty Hughes and Chrissy Tomlin having a fight coming through the back part of the track. Under brakes, gets a lot of movement on top of him. What's his mid-corner speed like? It's not too bad. He's got his lights on. We've got 5 minutes 50 left, ladies and gents. So it's about 6 laps in there at this point. And we've got Ryan Mueller breaking away from his teammate, Dylan Gray, at the moment on the bottom camera. He is tearing away at the moment. He is about, what is he, a second and a half up the road. So it doesn't look like a lot, but it seems to be a fair gap coming through there. Blake Urquhart and Brandon Levin, you're second and third at the moment, fighting through there. Dooley's dropped off pace a little bit. Oh, look at this coming down. Bit of work to do under brakes. Is there enough room? Is he got enough space on the outside? He's got to keep it on the outside so he can get the next corner coming through. Levin's coming on the outside, but he doesn't look like he's been able to maintain the cover. He hasn't maintained the cover, but he's trying to get through. If he stuck it out a little bit longer, he would have had the inside line here, but he didn't have quite enough pace to keep it sticking. But we've got plenty of time for this battle to heat up, ladies and gents. Plenty of time. Thomas Sonny Cena at the moment is trying to fight the Pro-Am battle, and he's got Scotty Weston in his sights, and he's trying to retain that position he lost a few laps ago. Ooh, a lot of heat into that corner by Urquhart.
Yeah, and it worked out for him. He was able to stretch it out just enough to, I believe, keep Levin at bay from making the send.
It's interesting to see. Urquhart's riding the curves a little bit harder. And Levin trying to keep a bit smoother and stay on the back of him by the look of it. Sonny Cena, bottom squeeze, just locked it up in the rear end a little bit, trying to avoid contact with Scotty Weston as they came through the corner. He was pretty close to clipping him then, but kept the gap quite open. Looks like Levin's getting ready to have another shot here, ladies and gents. He's trying to get up and close. Oh, a little bit of air there by Urquhart. No, he's not close enough to make an impact of any sort at the moment. He'll get there by the end of the straight, but he's too far behind at this point to try to make a move down the straight. What's a straight worth? He came out of the straight at the first corner of 4/10, and it's only worth about 5/10 at the moment. I lie, 5/100ths.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5/10 is actually quite a bit, especially for this short straightaway.
Never let a good story ruin a you know what I mean.
Don't let facts ruin the good story.
Oh, is it a cross up there by Urquhart coming up there? It's almost like he's riding a BMX bike the way the rear end flicked out a little bit then.
No kidding.
Yeah. Coming around a corner, we've got 2 minutes 40 left. Dylan Gray is in no man's land, and his teammate is opening it up big time. He's almost a corner away, ladies and gents. In second place, Dylan Gray is in cruise control at this point. He is a fair way up the next corner when Brandon Levin and Blake Urquhart come around it. Troy Dooley is in a little bit of a race of his own. He can just see them in front of him, so he can just stay out of eyesight. Then we've got Jax Nova in sixth place. He can just see Dooley. Gallen, Trainer, the second. Trainer is the second of the Pro-Ams, and Mitchie Noble the third. We're down to the last 2 minutes, ladies and gents, and we are getting there to the final part of our 800th episode. We haven't done a massive hoo-ha about it because we're planning something special later in the season, maybe at the beginning of next season, to do something really nice.
Oh no! Contact between Cena and Weston.
All our drivers. Yep. Weston has called that in on Cena, so it'll be interesting to see how that comes out because there's critical points between those two. I've got the camera on Craig Healy in between them, so you can see the both front and the back and the top screen at the moment. Blake Urquhart has got the pressure on. Rent Levin is finally really close to him for the final bits of the lap as they both get airborne, and Urquhart touches the front left in the dirt. He's coming through. This is how close he needs to be. Levin is right up the backside here. He needs to be a little bit closer again. He's going to try to make it and get it down the corner, but look at the pace of Urquhart coming out of those final few corners.
Whoa!
And crosses the line. He bloody hell just holds on to that damn thing. I thought it was all over Red Rover, but he goes sideways as he comes across, and that's dropped him down to about 8/10 to a second and a half now. So that could be over for that battle at the moment. But bottom screen, we can see them coming off. I haven't heard what the call is at the moment, but Craig Healy. Oh, no, what's happened to Scotty Weston? He must have gone off track because he was in a spot between himself and Clutterbuck and Cena, and now he's dropped another few more places. So he's out of contention for that spot for the AMs by the look of it. But Adam Mueller has snuck it away up there into 10th place, mate. So he's just been a silent assassin. He's in a great space for the AMs win tonight. It could be two Muellers in the room at one time. We haven't had a father and son since we had Ty and Blake Delaney here from the Fishy Motorsports team come and do podiums together as well. So that's been a while since that's happened. But it looks like it could be a top three Pacific Esports Racing. It could be a Pro-Am from Dooley.
And 10 seconds to Cena for causing the incident with Scotty Weston battling for the AMs win.
Yep, okay, so he's got himself a little bit of slap on the wrist. But ladies and gentlemen, top screen at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, coming across the line for the final heat of the Warren & Brown VA Supercars. Ryan Mueller brings it across the line from PER. Second place is Dylan Gray for PER. And third place coming across the line is Blake Urquhart from PER, followed by Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing, and bringing it after him is Jax Nova and Johnny Gallen as they cross the line. In the AMS, it looks like it's going to be crossing the line just then. Adam Mueller brings it home for the AMS win tonight, and followed by Thomas Sunny Cena, Craig Healy. And that was a fun night tonight for our 800th show. Not a spectacle as we usually have, but a very great battle for all the boys out there and girl, putting on a classic show. This is how we finish up, ladies and gents, for the Warren Brown Tools V8 Supercar Championship. We brought it home. Ryan Mueller in first place, Dylan Gray second, Blake Urquhart third, Brandon Levin fourth, Jax Nova fifth, Johnny Gallen sixth, and James Scott seventh. Pro-Ams is Troy Dooley first, Jacob Trainer second, Mitchy Noble third, Daniel Clutterbuck fourth, Peter Pavlich fifth, and Pete Sadler sixth. Adam Mueller brings it home for the AMS, takes his, I think that's his cherry popping win at the moment. We'll have to check that. And Sonny Cena in second, which he will get dropped down for a few places for a penalty he's just received. Craig Healy in third, Di Feldman in fourth, Scotty Weston fifth, Hetherington sixth, Hughes seventh, and Tomlin eighth. Excuse me while I cough my lung up and get ready to interview these little legends. And thank you all for out there for supporting us. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and hit some likes as well so we can get out there and entertain you week in, week out. We've got some spectacular racing coming up during the week, so it should be getting better as we go along for some killer fighting amongst the boys in the Super Formula Lights and in the 86s on Thursday. The battles are going to continue as this weekend we have the championship round of the GT3 series, finishing it up for this first part. That's a 2-season event, first and third Sunday of the month. So that's been a lot of fun to do, and the boys have been loving it out there. And the championship is still hot to trot, but it's interesting to see how that's going to pan out for season 2, because the seasons for the V8s, the 86s, Formula Superlights, and the GT3 ladders will be coming out in the coming week. So you'll be able to see where we're going to be racing, who are we going to be battling, and what we're going to be doing. All right, mate. Who's first in the room? Who's our first sorry boy? Adam Mueller is the winner of the AMS, so we're waiting for Adam. Troy Dooley is the Pro-Am winner. And then we've got Dylan Gray, Blake Urquhart, and Ryan Mueller to come in and have a bit of a chinwag with us as well. We might as well do all those three guys at three at once and see how many of them we can get talking over each other.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that was a pretty good effort by the Pelicans tonight. Tell you what, they got out of the 4 podiums available, out of the 5 podiums available, they got 4. So not a bad bit of work at all. Here we go.
Yeah,
they're starting to filter in. We're just waiting for Adam to join us as the AM winner. And you've got Urky in there, Mueller, Gray, Troy Dooley. Question is, has Adam got a mic for an interview? Or maybe Adam's going to give us the soft shoe tussle and come in later on, or maybe not come in at all. All right, let's start them off, mate, so we're not sitting around waiting all night. We'll go to Troy Dooley. We'll give Adam the opportunity to come back in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Performance Sim Racing winner tonight for the Pro-Ams. Bring him on down, Mr. Troy Dooley. How you doing, brother?
Good, Sinka. How you going travelling yourself, mate?
Oh, mate, it's not too bad. It's been a while, brother. It's been a while. But you've been driving exceptionally well this season, mate. Pace has been going off the hook.
Just a bit of extra time on my sleeve, up my sleeve. So.
Yep.
No, it's good. Enjoyable race. It's last race was a bit dark in a few corners. Couldn't see.
I was gonna say, how was the visibility in the last race?
Yeah, pretty poor. I could not see turn 4 at all. I think I missed it at about at least half every second lap.
Well, you had no one around you really for that second race. Yeah, you pretty much had it to yourself, so that probably would have made it harder.
Yeah, but it's a good race, good close racing. Sort of really just waiting for someone to make a mistake, but I was happy to mixing it for a change with the big boys. So, yeah.
Well, mate, your pace has been extraordinary. I'm not sure what's happening to the rest of your team, but Di was having a few little battles at the moment. She was doing extremely well, and she got tied up with I think it was Marty Hughes at one point.
Yeah. Okay.
So she lost out there in the first race. But mate, you seem to be waving the team flag at the moment, mate, and getting all the stuff done. Cowie is off home sick tonight, so he couldn't.
Is it? Okay, that's his issue.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's love sick or just sick. He said he was under the weather, so I think maybe that's just normal sick. But yeah, it's been cracking out there, mate. How have you enjoyed the season so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Yep, really good racing, close racing as normal. Love the broadcast. Yep, live for it. It's great.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Well, who gets Mr. Troy Dooley out on track, mate, and supports the Performance Sim Racing team?
It's Western Mazda and Too Easy Finance and Parramatta Ozusu Utes, WEMG, and of course Cowie's solo music career.
Cowie's solo music career, and I've seen him on the socials too, and he's been doing extremely well, mate. So cracking bit of work out there by Cowie. Well, congratulations, brother. It's good to see you battling it out there and getting mixed it up with the boys. The last 3-4 rounds, you've been really getting up there on pace. So congratulations on that, and good luck for the rest of the season. Hope to see you around for season 3.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
Take care, brother. All right, so I'm tipping, Mr. Watson, that Bunger is Mr. Adam Mueller. We'll have to get the admins to remind him that he's got to put his normal name in our Discord so we know who the hell they are. But ladies and gentlemen, bring him to the room, Mr. Adam Bunger Mueller brings it home as the AM winner tonight for the Pacific Esports Racing team, and I believe the first win of his SRW career.
Yes, you are correct.
How you going, mate? How are you loving it out there? And how's it feel being second fiddle to a faster son?
Yeah, it's quite good, mate. Really enjoying it. I was quite happy with that result, but I've still got my ass kicked by my son. So yeah, it is what it is.
It is good to have a son that's out there leading the way, mate. You don't have to prove anything. You just go out there have some fun.
Yeah, pretty much, mate. And all the stuff that he's learned, I get it for free. Well, I did pay for it, but anyway.
It's time to get some of it back, isn't it, mate?
Yeah,
well, I'll tell you what. You're doing well. We are AM win tonight, but you've been doing all right in the GT3s as well. You've been mixing it up at the front end as well.
Yeah, we've been doing a bit of practice here and there as much as we can, and working a few things out.
Yep.
So team's going really well. Good team environment. We're all enjoying it, so that always helps.
Yep.
And yeah, so having a good time. That was got me dizzy, that race.
Is it the quick rounds or the cars around you?
No, just going round and round in a circle to the right all the time.
It's lovely out there, mate. How did you cope with the last few laps in the dark?
I thought my glasses were fogging up, so I was trying to adjust them a little bit, but yeah, it's a little bit hard to see a couple of the apexes because they're basically the same colour as the mist.
Yeah. Are you and Ryan in the same room?
No, he's in his bedroom and I'm in the lounge room.
Oh, nice work. So you can't really yell and abuse each other?
No, we do that over the headset.
Oh, that's right, in Discord.
Yeah.
Lovely work, mate. Well, mate, I'm not sure if you're prepared for this, but have you got a list beside you, or has Ryan run down and give it to you?
Mate, I've got the list here. I'm putting my hand up for the team tonight to do the sponsor list. So
excellent, mate.
We'll start at number 1 and thank the guys at PER. And number 2, Lake Edge Holiday Units in Burra Lake, New South Wales. Get down and see Banksy. He'll hook you up. One Shot Pest Management in Ulladulla. Give Murray a call for that. Spin the Blade for Balin Foundation. W Energy Drinks. Tim Nichols Photography, Player One Sim here. Oh, I might be reading another one here, but anyway. And obviously you boys for putting on a wonderful broadcast every weekend. And
We do our best, mate.
keeping
We
one
do
another entertained.
All the, yep, you got to thank everyone there in the family too, the missus and everything. We just, I always tell everyone we're just the cream, the sauce. You guys put it all together. Without the drivers, we'd pretty much be doing nothing out here. So it's all down to you guys in the community supports it as well. So thank you, the community. Mr. Mueller, congratulations on your first AM win, mate, and a massive win tonight for the PR boys. Go out there and celebrate. It's a shame you're not all in the same room, and you can throw some champagne at each other because it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, mate, it would be, but we'll save that. We'll get an event together one day, and we'll share each other in one room or something, eh?
Yeah, that'd be a great one. Congratulations, mate. And ladies and gentlemen, Adam Mueller brings it home for the PR boys to take out the AMs in the feature race tonight. And good luck for the rest of the season, brother.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Watson, we got those all sorted and in the right order. Looks like we've got Blake Urquhart coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, third place tonight in the feature race. Mr. Blake Urquhart, how you doing, buddy?
How we going, boys?
It's been a while, mate. Haven't had you in the booth for a while.
Yeah, no, it's good to be back.
Yes, and doing the triple with the boys.
Yeah, it's actually a first time 1, 2, 3, so it's really awesome.
Yes, I can't wait to see the social media posts because you guys have been right on top of that in the last few weeks, getting some new stuff, which is good to see. Mate, how was it out there? A lot of little battle fights there. You were out there with Brandon for a while. Troy Julie was up there with you as well. So there was a lot of battles going around. Also, your own teammates as well, getting around each other.
Yeah, no, it was really good, actually. I kind of enjoyed tonight's racing. It was clean all around and over the 20-minute racing. So I kind of actually enjoy more the sprint rounds, to be honest. But yeah, with the other boys, it was really fun. The team, like, you know, between the top, well, the whole team will work really well together. And I just kind of just flowed the car just to where it wanted to be. And, you know, probably by then, with 5 laps to go, I kept losing tyres. So it was actually pretty good in the last race to hold Levin off and, yeah, get a P3.
Question. My brain's flashing back to a few rounds ago. Was that you and Dylan Gray that come together during the race?
What round? There's been a few rounds.
I think it was the round before that. I think it was round 6. I think it was near the end of it. Yes.
Yeah, by the end of it, yeah.
Did you have words together, used to?
No, we've all sorted it out now. So, as you know, as a team, you know, we all sorted it out, and you know, play on, and you know, at the end of the day, we're teammates. You know, we've got to get on with it. So,
There was no papaya rules, no pelican rules that night by the look of it, and I would have hated to have been Banksy that night because I reckon it would have been a bit of superlatives coming out in the conversation in Discord.
Oh yeah, don't worry, it was definitely there. But nah, it was definitely good to be racing with the boys. So
excellent work, mate. Well, Mr. Urquhart, we might as well keep plugging all the sponsors, mate, because it's a big night for you guys. Who brings the PR team to the racing circuit and supports you?
Well, we're all the scuffered. Adam done it tonight, so that was our agreement. But yeah, all the sponsors, what Adam said, and well done to the team over the last few weeks as well. The boys have really shown the pace, so to be P3 tonight and be up with the top step with the fast boys was really good. And yeah, thanks to the whole team and thanks to Banksy as well. Without them, wouldn't know where I'd be. But yeah, good fun tonight, and hopefully bring on next week with War of the Wall.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Blake Urquhart. Brings it home as a pro for the Pacific Esports Racing team in the feature 8, third place on the podium. Congratulations, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, boys. Hopefully see you next week.
All right, Mr. Watson, throw you in the fat. Do you want to do Mr. Dylan Gray?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he hates it when I throw him in the fat like this. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dylan Gray, who had a dominant performance last week, didn't have it all his own way tonight, brings it home in second place in the feature race for the Pacific Esports Racing team. Congratulations, Dylan, and Mr. Watson's got a few questions for you, brother.
I'm ready for the questions.
Yeah, first of all, just got to start with the obvious one. Take us through the battle with Ryan there in the final race. You were working so hard to keep him behind you, even having to make that wild save there off of the final corner.
I was just pushing the limits. I just like pushing the limits. You know me. Push the limits until you beat it. But Ryan just had too much pace for me tonight. I knew he was going to get me tonight. I had him last week at Nordschleife, so I knew it's his turn to get one back on me.
Yeah, how'd you like the circuit? It's a lot of fun to drive, but man, I imagine it's not the easiest to pass there.
No, it's actually one of the hardest tracks to pass on. That is not a street circuit track, and that it was pretty much you had to set up the run like for turn 1 coming out of almost turn 6 onto the turn 6, 7 to get it the next car into turn 1. Like I was trying to set that up with on dually in race 2, and I just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, was the dirty air an issue? Did you feel it kind of working against you there, especially in the second half of the track?
Yeah, the dirty air was bad in the second half of the track, but once it was almost pretty much the tires are just overheating too quickly, like especially the left-hand side, because it's pretty much you're loading the left-hand side around this track pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, it kind of behaves like a oval, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, definitely like an oval.
But man, at the very least, going through the hill, that has to be exhilarating, even though it got pretty sketchy for you there a couple times.
Nah, I had to get some air this time because I didn't get air last week at Nordschleife when I wanted.
Yeah, well, you made it look good out there. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go? I know Adam already took care of pretty much all of them.
Yeah, well, we did make the agreement for Adam to read them all out, but I'm going against that agreement. So, all the guys at Pacific Esports Racing, Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage, One Shop Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photographic, Dubby, and Pacific Motor Group Maroochydore.
Alrighty, Dylan. Well, we appreciate you, and hopefully we're talking to you again here next week.
Yeah, hopefully it's Chicago time. Fun time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll do well, Dylan. I'm sure you'll do well. Ladies and gentlemen, second place tonight. Not quite the Nordschleife that was last week, but Dylan Gray brings it home in second place for the Pacific Esports Racing team. Good luck for the next week, mate, and hope it all pans out for you.
Hopefully.
Take care, brother.
Cheers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made him wait long enough. He is the fourth Pelican in a row in the booth tonight, and he brings it home in the top step, getting 1, 2, and 3, and also his dad finishing as a champion tonight as well. Mr. Ryan Mueller, welcome to the room. How is it, brother?
Yeah, pretty good. Good a car tonight. I think we got it in a good window, and it was cool to see a 1, 2, 3. All we needed was Pav to get the Pro-Am, and we would have had a complete lockout, but that's okay. It's still a very good result for the team, which I'm happy about.
Well, very good result for the team, mate. First few races, yourself and Dylan got very close to each other and very, very sketchy sometimes coming through. We did notice that you were using a fair bit of the old headlights in the eyes to get him off his concentration, but then he returned the favour as well. How was it out there between the two of you? Because a few times you got so bloody close.
Yeah, it's good fun. I know he hates getting headlighted because he complains about it all the time, so I just thought if I get behind him, I'd just blare him with the headlights every lap, so I did that, and I think it paid off. He wasn't very happy about it, but it was pretty funny.
Well, he did try to pay it back, but I don't think he was close enough to make an impact because it was like about 2 or 3 car lengths when he decided to do it when you had him down the main straight the following lap. So crack a bit of work. Mate, how was that hill crossing there at the top? The elevation change and the wheels of the car coming up. We saw a few guys almost do a cross-up coming out of there with the arse end sort of flicking out as it came through the air. What was it like under pace there?
It's a pretty cool corner. It kind of reminds me of a couple of the corners that we did last week at Nordschleife. But no, it's pretty cool. I suppose it's more just your throttle input up there. Like you can go flat, but if you go flat, you probably saw a couple of guys lose the rear end or kick out.
Benny Gowan was one of them.
Yeah, it's either a little lift or if you hold it flat, you've got some serious. I won't say the word, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep, I do know what you mean. We saw a lot of guys coming through there. We noticed that a lot. Some guys, like perfect example was James Scott coming through there. It looked like he would just take the throttle off a little bit, so the car sort of stayed stuck to the ground rather than jumping it. Was that the faster way around there?
I'm not entirely sure. James was quicker in quali and through most of the race. I feel like I was pretty somewhat on par with him. Yep. I think my strongest point was turn 1 and 2 and coming into that uphill corner. I think I felt a bit stronger compared to James through there, but it definitely helps if you lift because it does bring the front of the car down and you can't go fast if you're not on the track. So yeah, that's probably the fastest way.
Tires to the ground and keep pedaling. Is there how much of a blind corner is that? Is there much air time? Like your eyes come off the track, the bonnet comes away, it blocks the track.
Yeah, it depends. It depends how much you lift, I guess. It's definitely a blind corner when you get to the top of it. It's a bit easier to tell where you're going to land compared to Nordschleife because those corners you're in the air a lot longer. Yep. But it's not too bad. It's quite a cool corner to be honest, and I quite like the track. So
excellent, mate. Excellent. Well, cracking night out there tonight for you, mate, and for the PER boys. I know you guys made a deal with Adam, but I'm still going to ask. Do you want to? You don't have to thank the sponsor. You can thank family. Do you want a quick word to people out there that support you and your team?
Yeah, definitely. I can't thank the guys enough at PER for all their effort and all the boys for turning up every week and having a good race. Lake Edge Holiday Units in Burrell Lake, New South Wales. Go see Banksy for your next holiday. He'll hook you up. Major's Garage for the awesome setups tonight. One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, our partner W Energy Drinks. We've also got Pacific Ford and Pacific Motor Group Maroochydore. I can't thank them enough for coming on for this season. I don't think Irk said anything before, but I actually spent half an hour with him telling him where he was slow, so I'll thank me and Irk for listening. I thank you guys for putting on the good show and the good league every week. It's good to be a part of a great league. And I'd like to thank Nick from work. I don't know if you're still watching or if you're in bed, but I'd like to thank Nick because Nick is Nick and I love Nick.
Well done, Nick, mate. And well done, Mr. Bueller, bringing it home as the lead PR driver tonight. Pacific Esports Racing Team have locked it out tonight on the Pro 1, 2 and 3 spots, mate. So congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season, brother.
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.
Cheers. Take care, mate. Ladies and gents, that was Ryan Mueller, our series winner for tonight, and spectacular drive by the PR boys. Mr. Watson, the race was pretty good, man. I was very surprised. I didn't think it was going to be as much action as it was. I love the hill crest there. It changed things up a little bit for us and made things interesting as the guys were coming across it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a lot of fun seeing these cars navigate this track with its narrow nature, and God, seeing them fly up over the hill. That is something that's going to stick with all of us. And yeah, it was a good race. The overtakes, they weren't plentiful, but when we did get them, they were some incredible moves. So yeah, hats off to everyone for just navigating and making it a pretty smooth affair, because I will tell you, I was worried about a safety car, especially something going wacky over the crest, but yeah, credit to everyone that they kept it on track.
Yeah, it was great. Great bit of work. It was. It wasn't as many incidents as I thought it was going to be. It was a bit of rough coming through the start of the race. A few times we had 5 wide, 3 wide in zones which we didn't think they would fit. But as usual, they do try to make it fit. But that's racing, I guess. If you're looking forward to and you love what we do out here, please subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and give us a big thumbs up, because we'd love to do more of it. If you're out there and you want to become part of the community at Sim Racing World as a stream sponsor or naming rights sponsor, please reach out to me at admin@simracingworld.com.au. And also a big, massive thank you to the supporters that we have out here, the drivers that come out every week, and all the people that watch the racing in YouTube. Thank you very much for your support. A big thanks to Shunt Sceneries. If you're into flight simulator work and you want to get some airport renderings for a couple of airports that are based out of Queensland, reach out to Shunts. They will hook you up. If you are into the Gen 3 and Gen 2 V8 Supercars, as we are here on a Tuesday night, please reach out to Phoenix Driver Development and get yourself some setups for one-on-one training or even team training. They do an amazing job, and I've seen it firsthand. They are spectacular at what they do. A big thank you out there to Grim Industries, the home of the V8 coffee table. If you're out there, you watch the Paramount Top Gear show, the Australian version, you'll see the big V8 in their interview area in the middle of the couches. And also, if you're after something for your man cave, reach out to the lad Andrew Grimm. He's an absolute legend. V8 tables, Ferrari tables, Aston Martins, JDMs, whatever you want, he does it all. Reach out to him and get him to do something special for you. Last but not least, a big, massive thank you to Warren & Brown Tools for supporting the V8 Supercar series, also the GT3s and the 86s out there. They have been a spectacular supporter of us. Come out to their website and have a look at what they have out there. They've got some amazing tools, some spectacular stuff that's innovative, as well as their regular torque wrenches, which they are very well known for. If you spend more than $200, you will get yourself into the draw to win yourself a $500. I shouldn't say $500. To win yourself a Camus bundle to well excess of $500. That's for sure. And thank you to downstairs, Mr. Kobe, for doing his bits, and Mr. Watson, thank you again tonight, mate. You get to go to bed earlier now.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. He's going to be like me and sit around and look at the ceiling for another hour before his brain relaxes. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support during the stream and after the stream as well. We are here tomorrow night for the SRW Super Formula Light Challenge, Thursday night for the Warren & Brown GR86s, and then Sunday night for the final round of the Warren & Brown GT3 series. If you want to race, keep your eyes out on the socials. We will be releasing Season 3 in the coming weeks. Thank you for your support, and see you all soon. Good night, and thank you.